Hi comic fans, I'm Dane Georges and welcome to Dangerous Comics. Today we're looking at PeePee PooPoo number 69 by Caroline Cash. Now this is a really interesting comic. It's a one-off standalone issue, although it might be called number 69, but that's just a great number. And this is by an amazing Chicago artist, Caroline Cash, also known as Cash Browns on Instagram and other social medias. You should definitely check out their work on all those platforms. But I really wanted to look at this awesome self-published book. Can kind of see it's an oversized edition. Here's like a standard kind of comic to give you scale, but really has some great strips in here. It's kind of a collection of different stories. One in particular, I really want to look at kind of lampoons Daniel Klaus's Art School Confidential. But just to dive in, this is a really great production value. I'm pretty sure this is risographed printed. You can kind of even feel a little bit of the ink on the cover, but Caroline's really playing with some cool halftone patterns and everything, kind of playing with what gets you a moire pattern. We've got this obvious reference, to our crumbs, keep trucking, as Caroline does this kind of variation with herself in place, reading PeePee PooPoo and laughing about the slip on a banana. And I think it's also just Caroline's a really great Chicago artist, has a lot of Chicago references in here too, Dunkin' Donuts on every corner, gotta have one, right there on the cover. But we also get that classic Calvin peeing, like the sticker, and then peeing on Robert Crumb's head. And so yeah, this is a one person anthology. You can see the credits here. And what's also really cool and what I kind of wanted to highlight is, although this was self-published, it's now being published by Caroline's often publisher, Silver Sprocket, which is just an amazing publisher, I believe out of San Francisco, but they just publish some really awesome work by independent artists. There's really some different kind of work, so really cool to see that this what was a self-published book is being picked up by them. But yeah, so get a little bit of the indicia here, and kind of just also this is kind of printed on some newsprint type paper. Just has a really great feel to it, and the work just lays on there so well, and you kind of get that awesome distressed texture that risograph printing gives you, and I think it works so well for this kind of work. I picked this book up at Quimby's. Caroline was a employee there, and so it's a good place to find a lot of her work, but definitely had to grab this when I saw that she had some issues there that were available. And so kind of got some great dystopian 2020. This was published in 2021, but some kind of long time no see is at the end of the world. And we get right into it, but I want to show a little bit of some of the other stories because I really want to focus on the Art School Confidential. But so this is another story in here, One Beer, where Caroline's character in here are kind of her, because it is kind of a little bit of autobio, I believe, or at least a character that, I don't know if this one is totally, but a little bit of a projection of a character from Caroline, but going to the Rainbow Club, which is a bar in Chicago, kind of very Chicago kind of artist. But yeah, really great expression, great just sense of place, and yeah, I just love this just kind of the stressed look that you get with this kind of printing, and just this atmosphere. I love these empty balloons as you're hearing the murmuring of people and everything. Yeah, just really great storytelling. But yeah, to jump forward to this as well. Oh, looks like my staple's coming out. Get this really great interpretation of what I would say is a modern take on Art School Confidential. And Art School Confidential was a strip that Daniel Klaus did in Eightball, and the one that I'm referencing here is the complete Eightball, because I don't have all the Eightball issues. Did I pull out my... Yeah, okay. So we will find it. It is in issue 7. Sorry, I lost my freaking bookmark. Issue 7 of Eightball, which there's the cover, trigger warning there. But we get Daniel Klaus doing a little bit of a a take on what art school was like for Daniel Clowes, and kind of lampooning uh, kind of people that would go to art school, what art school is like, and everything like that. And this was obviously turned into a movie as well, so you could check that out. But crazy that it's just this 4-page strip that got turned into a movie. But that's Daniel Clowes for you. He's a visionary. But get just kind of like what it's like to go to art school with a little bit of a pessimistic view of it, and kind of the kind of people who are there, and what to expect, and what Daniel Clowes maybe got out of art school. But this is a really great story too, maybe something we could look at on its own, but I really wanted to highlight what Caroline does here, and their interpretation of it. We kind of get these really awesome side-by-sides of, as you can see, really kind of inspired by and referencing what Clowes did, even just right from the start, getting these two portraits of the artist. It's the unofficial Art School Confidential. Yeah, I just really love the kind of the attention to detail of really trying to bring these two to light, and just like how Caroline is referencing what was done before. And I really think kind of highlighting what art school maybe is more like now as well. Yeah, so you get really great stuff with like, so Daniel Clowes said, "See, rich guy who draws worse than your 7-year-old sister has been famous artist professor who couldn't teach a dog to bark, self-obsessed neurotic art girls who make their own clothes." And Caroline has gays who love to use slurs, the heir to the Snyder pretzel fortune. He dropped out twice. Girl who exclusively makes ceramic vaginas, painter bro with abstract stick and poke neck tattoo. Oh, sorry. Painter bro with abstract stick and poke neck tattoo. So yeah, from there, we're really just, this whole thing is kind of just looking at maybe just more of a modern art school experience. And art school is a mixed bag. It's really kind of what you get out of it. But I think both of these, Daniel Clowes and Caroline's, are really highlighting kind of the people and the archetypes of people that you kind of expect to see there. Why go? Bragging rights, easy access to drugs, just stuff like that. Just really, and it's all very relevant to, like, guy who exclusively rips off women artists and thinks no one will notice. Get just like a great look at just like a modern experience compared to maybe what Daniel Clowes did. And I really resonate with some of this stuff about the after art school. If you grin and bear it these 4 years, you'll have one of these incredible jobs to anticipate. Freelance artist, you get the everything's fine Casey Green cartoon of the dog just sitting on the fire. Graphic design, yeah, this looks the same as everything else. So good. Art director, why won't anyone get work to me on time? Edgy bookstore employee, no, we don't sell Harry Potter. And so that's even at Quimby, so that is Caroline inserting themselves into this as well. Gallery assistant, this is an unpaid internship. So, just kind of like really lampooning what to expect, and being a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but also being maybe a little bit more truth in there than a lot of people would like to admit. Yeah. So anyways, blah, 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 art school is fucked. Anyone who went could tell you as much. And one final word of caution, never mention comics in school. And you want to make work that sells, that anyone could read? How commercial. And, that's very true. And even I can speak from experience. I went to school for graphic design at University of Illinois, and that was, it wasn't very approved to talk about comics or make comics, and it's very looked down upon. So, and I love how that's even something that Daniel Clowes has in his. Anyway, you get the picture. You've been warned. I've done my job. And one final word of caution, never mention cartooning in art school because it's mindless and contemptible and completely unsuitable as a career goal. And then this guy saying, "Sigh, I was really hoping for something more substantial from you." And this guy does spot illustrations for plumbing textbooks. So, a lot of a lot of people kind of looking down on art or what art should be. And even though you're paying to go to this school, people might give you their opinion of the kind of stuff that you're making. Yeah, a lot of really great humor in here, and this maybe is a little bit of a shorter episode, but I really just wanted to highlight an artist that maybe you haven't heard of if you're not in the Chicago area, but Caroline's really kind of been popping up recently more with different awards and everything like that, and since Silver Sprocket is going to be doing a reprint or a first print from them of this this publication, I thought it would really probably be in your best interest to get a look at this and then be able to hunt this down and maybe order it from the Silver Sprocket site. Maybe look up Caroline's website or check out her social media at Cash Brown. But yeah, this has been Dangerous Comics, looking at PeePee PooPoo number 69. If you also want to support my work as a cartoonist, you can check out Doom Skull. I've got 3 issues of that. I've got X-Ray, which is a collection of my 4-panel webcomics, and then I've got some horror zines that I've put together, and yeah, and these are all available at danegeorges.com. You can follow me at danegeorges or check out the links in the description below. But this has been Dangerous Comics, and remember to think and read dangerously. Have a good one.